In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 5th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Purdue versus Illinois. On the upcoming Tuesday night, basketball enthusiasts are in for a thrilling spectacle as the Marquee Hoops matchup unfolds in the highly competitive Big Ten. The third-ranked Purdue Boilermakers are set to clash with the formidable 12th-ranked Illinois Fighting Illini. The stage is set for an intense showdown, with Purdue boasting an impressive record of 26 wins and 3 losses, while Illinois stands at 22 victories and 7 losses. Both these teams currently command the top positions in the Big Ten standings, albeit with Purdue enjoying a 2-game advantage over the Fighting Illini. A 3-game winning streak adorns the recent performances of both squads, showcasing their offensive prowess by consistently surpassing 84 points per game. Despite Purdue's superior shooting percentage and a commendable defense that concedes fewer points per game, the upcoming clash takes place on Illinois home turf. In their initial encounter, Purdue secured a narrow victory with a scoreline of 83-78. However, the recent offensive surge of the Fighting Illini, scoring 91 points or more in 3 consecutive games, gives them a strategic edge in this anticipated match. In the first game against Purdue, the Fighting Illini demonstrated resilience, narrowing the gap to a mere 5 points. Throughout the season, Purdue has encountered close calls on the road against several conference rivals, heightening the suspense surrounding Tuesday night's face-off. The conclusion of the game will see one of college basketball's premier teams on the unfortunate side of defeat. Purdue's shooting efficiency takes a slight dip to 45.5%, accompanied by an average of 77 points per game. While this performance remains formidable against many opponents, Illinois stands out as one of the few teams nationwide surpassing Purdue in point averages. Despite allowing 80-plus points in some games, the Fighting Illini managed to secure victories, positioning them as contenders for the Big Ten regular season title. Hence, the Illinois Fighting Illini to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The emphasis on offense has been a defining characteristic of Illinois throughout the season, positioning them as the 3rd-ranked team in offensive efficiency, boasting an impressive 127 points per 100 possessions. Surprisingly, Purdue surpasses them in this aspect, occupying the 2nd position with an average of 127 points per 100 possessions. Delving deeper into the statistics, Illinois accelerates the pace with an elevated 70.2 possessions per 40 minutes, ranking them as the 58th quickest team nationally. In contrast, Purdue maintains a more moderate pace, securing the 170th spot, still placing them in the top half of the nation in terms of adjusted tempo. Notably, the over has prevailed in 9 consecutive Illinois games and holds a 5-1 record in the last 6 meetings between these 2 formidable teams. Both Purdue and Illinois stand among the top 10 scoring teams at a national level. Illinois, with its 58th rank in adjusted tempo, is poised to intensify the pace of the game. Despite their defensive struggles, conceding an average of 87 points per game in the last 5 matchups, the offensive output of the Fighting Illini remains potent, averaging 93 points per game in the same period. This includes 2 home games, culminating in a total of 200 points without any overtime periods. Anticipating minimal defensive resistance from either side, given their elite offensive capabilities, expectations are high for both teams to surpass the 80-point mark, and the over seems poised to comfortably prevail. In what promises to be an electrifying showcase of 2 of the most dynamic offenses in the country, this game is primed to evolve into a high-scoring shootout. With confidence, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Notre Dame versus North Carolina. As the Atlantic Coast Conference season inches towards its conclusion, the coveted championship title still remains unclaimed. The unfolding drama may reach its climax on the upcoming Tuesday night clash between the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Presently, Notre Dame holds a record of 12-17, while North Carolina boasts a more impressive 23-6. The looming contest presents a golden opportunity for North Carolina to solidify their claim to at least a share of the Atlantic Coast Conference title. Nevertheless, the Fighting Irish enter the fray with a recent string of victories, securing triumphs in 5 out of their last 6 games. Across this span, they have exhibited a commendable average margin of victory of +7. Despite lacking offensive prowess, Notre Dame relies on their robust defense, ranking 25th in the nation for defensive efficiency by conceding a mere 98 points per 100 possessions. Additionally, their deliberate playing style at a slow pace proves advantageous when limiting overall possessions. On the road, Notre Dame has displayed resilience with a noteworthy 7-3 against the spread record in away contests. Heading into this crucial game, Notre Dame maintains their competitive edge, particularly with their steadfast defensive capabilities. North Carolina, on the other hand, faced considerable challenges in the first half of their previous game, a trend that might persist in the upcoming matchup. Hesitation lingers when considering the significant point spread against a Notre Dame team currently in excellent form. The Fighting Irish's potent offense is anticipated to find success against North Carolina, so the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Despite Notre Dame's overall win-loss record, the impending showdown is a collision of two defensive powerhouses. Notably, the Irish rank 25th in defensive efficiency, allowing a mere 98 points per 100 possessions. The Tar Heels also contribute to this defensive spectacle, securing the 6th spot in the category with an impressive surrender of only 94 points per 100 possessions. Furthermore, the disparity in pace is evident, with Notre Dame ranking 336th in adjusted tempo, utilizing a mere 64.4 possessions per 40 minutes. The unique combination of Notre Dame's deliberate playing style and their struggle-ridden offense explains their 19-10 record favoring the under this season. Delving into the historical matchups between the two teams, the under has been a consistently lucrative choice, boasting a 12-6 record in the last 18 head-to-head meetings. Anticipating a defensive showcase from both teams, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tulane versus South Florida. With only 2 games left in the regular season for both squads involved in this anticipated match, the Tulane Green Wave is gearing up for a crucial face-off at the Ewing Center in Tampa against the South Florida Bulls, who currently lead the American Athletic Conference standings. Tulane faced a setback in their recent outing, succumbing to a 79-73 defeat against Florida Atlantic last Saturday. This marks their 6th consecutive loss and the 9th in their last 10 games. In contrast, South Florida showcased their dominance by securing a 76-61 victory over Charlotte, extending their winning streak to an impressive 14 games. With a 3-game lead and 2 matches remaining, the Bulls are poised to claim the top spot in the regular season before heading into the conference tournament. Notably, both teams are fortunate to have no players listed on their respective injury reports. The South Florida Bulls have consistently asserted their dominance in the American Athletic Conference, amassing an outstanding 22-5 record, including an exceptional 15-1 performance within the conference. Their success is deeply rooted in a formidable defensive strategy, limiting opponents to a mere 68 points per game, showcasing their efficiency and strategic acumen. This defensive solidity is complemented by an offense that averages 75 points per game, highlighting the Bulls' well-rounded approach to the game. Key players such as Chris Youngblood, averaging 15 points per game, and Casey and Pryor, with an impressive 7.5 rebounds per game, contribute to the Bulls' unmatched roster depth and versatility. Recent victories, including a convincing win against Charlotte, underscore their ability to control the game's tempo and execute strategic game plans effectively. South Florida's remarkable winning streak of 14 games, along with 15 wins in their last 16 conference games, sets the stage for an intriguing matchup against Tulane. Despite Tulane's efforts to keep pace, the road ahead against the Bulls poses a considerable challenge. South Florida's defense, allowing only 68 points per game, is likely to thwart Tulane's scoring efforts, while their offense will capitalize on Tulane's defensive vulnerabilities, allowing an average of 80 points per game. South Florida's offensive strength, particularly in 3-point shooting, ranked 57th in the nation, aligns with Tulane's defensive weakness on the perimeter, positioned at 209th in the nation. Recent trends also favor South Florida, having covered the spread in their last 2 games and in 6 of the last 8, with only 1 failed cover and 1 push. On the contrary, Tulane Tulane has struggled, failing to cover the spread in 5 of their last 6 outings. Hence, the South Florida Bulls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Examining the adjusted tempos from Ken Palm, the intriguing dynamics of this matchup unfold with South Florida boasting a tempo of 68.1, contrasting with Tulane's faster pace at 73.1. This sets the stage for an engaging clash between Tulane's aggressive offensive strategy, averaging an impressive 83 points per game, and South Florida's defensive stronghold, limiting opponents to 68 points per game. The clash of styles, coupled with South Florida's ability to control the tempo and enforce a deliberate game pace, suggests a contest that may not reach the high-scoring thresholds anticipated by many. Despite Tulane's propensity to score over 80 points per game and concede the same, the Bulls' robust defense, permitting an average of only 68 points, adds an element of challenge for the Green Wave. Notably, the total has finished under in 4 of South Florida's last 6 games. Tulane's rapid pace, ranking 9th in the country with an adjusted tempo of 73.1, contrasts with South Florida's 162nd position at 68.1, allowing the Bulls to dictate the pace and potentially frustrate the Green Wave. Additionally, South Florida's defensive prowess is expected to tighten against Tulane. The Bulls' proficiency in limiting opponents' scoring through strategic defense and tempo control, especially against a team like Tulane that thrives in a high-paced environment, leans the game towards a lower total score. Consequently, the under on the total points emerges as a well-founded pick, emphasizing the impact of strategic gameplay and defensive efficiency in dictating the pace and scoring of the game. Therefore, under the projected total stands is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.